Hello everyone, welcome to gamersintel. I'm AnthonyTZ, and today we're bringing you up to... What the heck are you guys doing?
You were counting, so we were counting.
Yeah, but Rojo's signing, it looks like.
You don't see what he's signing?
His timer's broken. He's
No.
like between 6 and 7.
Gee, I wonder why.
Oh, you son of a...
Oh, did you actually? Okay.
Get wrecked, nerd.
Yeah, basically.
I fell for that. Welcome to our new segment where we do tier lists.
Yes.
I'm joined with NintendoNick.
Yo.
Waffles for Monkeys.
Yes.
And Red.
And red.
I was like, talk, you bitch.
He will.
So, we were like discussing like what we want to do for our first like tier list, and we're big nerds, so we just kept like going through like what's
a relatively short list that we could just do pretty much for fun? That we're like
Every
okay, we're gonna
RPG
all know-
made.
We're gonna all know the topic.
Dude, wasn't there like a one that says like every video game made?
Yeah, it was some crazy.
I'm like, there's nowhere.
yeah,
brother.
no. There's someone still making that list to this day.
So we found one that said every Nintendo system, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
We all pretty much know everything about Nintendo systems, so why not have that be the first
I'm
one?
looking at the pictures too. They have every version of every.
You can look at
system,
the
too,
look at the 3DSs.
and that's crazy. Maybe we could go through some of those, but I don't know if we need to go through all of them.
Yeah, we
don't
why not?
just like
You want it
rank
all?
it.
Why not? Because some of them, like...
Some of them are better
for
than the
example,
others.
like the 2DS, like...
Yeah, compared to the 3DS and all that.
Yeah,
No, I guess we could. We could.
or like
Alright.
the new 3DS, like...
Oh, the new 3DS is
No, the new
clean.
3DS is actually different. So okay, sorry.
It is.
So this
Do
is
we
what-
know the chronological order? Let me look up the
We do.
chronological
I mean,
order.
I'm
because it's
That-
not
that's
in
order.
It's not in chronological. We don't need. We could just go
Yeah.
in image order.
Yeah, just go to image order.
Really?
Who cares about the other thing? Who
Yeah,
cares?
This
image
would be
order.
more fun to do chronological.
Because I can
Let's
tell
get
you...
the big one out of the way first. We'll do this one because freaking I might as well just chalk that. So yeah, this is as far as this list was made. This is not one that we made. We found this on Top Tier Maker or whatever it's called, and someone made all these, and I was like, okay, let's do this console version. And I actually really like the variety that we have here.
It's pretty much everything. It's
Yeah.
pretty much everything.
So, all right, we got S, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, I should have made this personal and done our own.
I mean,
You
we
can.
still add
You
stuff.
literally
okay.
can, yeah.
S for Super,
yeah,
like Super Nintendo.
yeah.
Okay, what's a Nintendo A thing we can?
Okay, you really gonna do it. You could try, like, God tier all the way to booty cheeks.
Booty cheeks. F is booty cheeks. All right,
F is
we're gonna
booty
make-
cheeks.
We're gonna
S is like booty cheek
F
wide.
is booty
Nintendo.
cheeks. You gotta
No,
rename
no.
it booty cheeks.
No. This is because if you watch our other rankings, FFS.
FFS.
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake. Okay. All
Only
right.
one game have I given it an FFS.
Okay.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for the Game Boy.
That's so you're putting it under F?
Yes.
Well,
But F should be the worst.
Yeah, F is the worst. So just get rid of F then.
Yeah.
Get rid of F and just make it FFS.
yes, because D...
Yeah, we don't need F and FFS.
Because D you could put, but why Nintendo?
Yeah, but why?
You know what? Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Because
Yeah,
easily
delete
you can just go, but why
Oops.
Nintendo?
Yeah, setting. No, you want to keep that. Oh no, okay, yeah, get rid of F.
But
Oh my gosh.
why Nintendo?
What are you typing?
It's not showing.
Oh, what the fuck?
There's nothing happening.
All right, you know what? We'll change.
Yeah, that's
FFS.
fine.
What the fuck?
That's fine.
It says no.
Because you keep trying to do
No, this one you could
Yeah,
easily
that's fine. That's FFS.
But
No, that one was fine.
that one was fine.
FFS
Anthony,
is
just
fine.
delete. Just
just
delete.
let me do this, damn it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, because that one of them had to be, but why Nintendo?
Yeah.
Go on,
AKA the
Nintendo.
Wii U.
Okay, that's fine. So keep the FFS. There we go. And then put that one below, even though it's green. Whatever, fuck it.
Who cares?
And then D.
No, but why Nintendo
D is
good.
FFS. Right, or is but why Nintendo?
FFS is like literally the lowest of the low.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm saying, but
it's a
why
0%.
Nintendo is the equivalent to D, so we can get rid of D.
Can I get rid of things?
You
Oh,
should
yeah,
be able
I can.
to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, delete. There we go. Okay.
All right, I think this is good.
Okay,
Good.
yeah.
You gotta
I have
make
no
S,
idea how long we've been doing this, by the way. So
You gotta make S Super for
Oh,
Super
okay.
Nintendo.
Shut up.
What? I mean, come on. There you go.
Super Omega God tier.
Okay. I think Super. We're gonna waste more time doing this shit.
all right, let's begin. So our first tier list. Hopefully this is sounding all right.
Yeah.
We've got the
Color TV game. I have the list on here so we can like.
All
look at the
right.
names.
So what do we know about this, Nick? Do you wanna give us
It's
a little-
basically their equivalent of Pong and all those games, where if I remember correctly, the way it worked is you would plug it in your TV, and it would just have the shit on the screen to do it. But you could buy like screens to put on your TV. Like you would cover your TV screen with like a see-through thing. It's the Magnavox Odyssey, yeah. Basically, it's Nintendo's version of that, where you put it on the screen, and it's like, oh look, it's a football field. Oh look, it's a soccer field. Or look, it's a but it's still just Pong.
I never knew Nintendo had this.
I'm pretty sure it's this. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure it's the same.
I'm gonna believe you on that because it looks like it would be something like that.
Wait,
I'm looking. It was only released in Japan.
Okay, that makes a little bit sense.
But when was this out?
So how do we? Okay, guys, let's.
When was this out? Because you have to also consider the time period.
It says they had multiple ones. It was the first one was June 1st, 1977, which had 6. It was called the Color TV Game 6 because they had technically 6 games, which was tennis, hockey, volleyball, and then all of them in singles or doubles. So apparently you could do doubles too, though.
So how should we rate this? Should we rate this for at the time period, or should we rate this how it is now?
No, how it holds up today.
Yeah.
Well, how old are they? Dog water, because that's stupid as hell.
Yeah, no. I think we should maybe put like a...
No, but that's good. How it holds up today.
We should consider both, like how it was impacted back in the day and how it is now. So there's a middle ground.
Yeah. Like for example, if you go by like just how it is today, I'm sorry, the NES.
No, how it holds up. Like Super Nintendo was like, damn, it's like that's good when it came out, and it's still good when it's
so that
now.
way we always can hear another clip of Nick saying the NES is garbage, like how I have a clip of Rojo saying this is a good Wii game for
I'm saying
Mario
if
Kart
you
Wii.
only compare it to is it still amazing today?
Yes,
the system is, but the actual mechanics of it are not as good in a modern standard.
No, it's boo-boo butter.
So it goes down to D.
So I'm saying we use both as a metric, but you could probably lean more towards is it still good today?
I don't know.
Like if I say something's an S and Nick says something is a C, we would find the middle ground of it being like a B minus or
I don't think the Color TV is a butt wide Nintendo.
At
all.
Yeah. No, hang on. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt of the fact that, like, for the time period, it was 1977. It was the only thing that existed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
Mr. Game & Watch was
I'm going to put it on a C. Because it's like, okay... Yeah, it's one game essentially with different versions.
Yeah, back then it was probably awesome.
But like, it's all everyone had.
You really had to use your imagination for this thing.
Yeah. Like nowadays is fucking boo boo butter. But like back then.
And no, we were not born during the time period. We're not that old.
Also, it's in Japan only. We never got it.
True. That's true. But I was going to say, Rojo, as a contrast, I actually don't even see it on this list. But a system that for its time was also bad is like the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy was bad for its time and today.
It's still bad.
Whereas Color TV, yeah, it's bad today, but for its time, it was good.
Nick, the Virtual Boy is on the bottom list.
Is it on? Oh, it's on the bottom. I see it now. Okay.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there.
Oh, it better be there.
So I nominate Color TV on C.
Yeah.
You know what? I agree.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But, okay, so would we say it's a high C or a low C?
We're not doing that.
Well, we're not doing that. We just do this, and then we'll move it when we get
Alright, so up next is the Famicom.
Okay, the Famicom's kind of.
How about this? Let's
good.
move the Japanese only ones till the end, since we never played the Japanese.
Just be fair. None of us used it. None of us really played it.
Where's
those
the
are the
Famicom?
Because there's the Game & Watchers. There's the Game &
You don't have to
Watchers.
do it right now. I'm just saying, if we come to a Japanese only one, we'll just move it.
Alright, so now we have the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch.
Oh, was this like the 30th anniversary thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a Game & Watch version of Zelda 1, right?
No, it's got
it had other games.
Link's Adventure or Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening DX.
Yes.
I think it had DX.
And a Game & Watch game, but its clock was Zelda 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. And was it like $80? It was $80 or something.
Yeah, you're essentially getting a Game & Watch game.
I'm trying to even find it.
I think so. I think that was $80.
I got both of the Game & Watches as gifts. I used to have an actual Donkey Kong Game & Watch.
Does it have the NES Classic on there?
Yeah.
It might. Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, but that's just emulation.
It is, but I think
we'll get to that when we get to it. So the Game & Watch for Zelda.
I think for what it is, it's fine. But it's like, I don't need to buy a whole new console to play a classic game.
Yeah.
Like, it's already on like the virtual consoles and shit. So I'm like, I can honestly see it on both wide Nintendo.
Yeah.
But I think C is also okay.
I like the idea of being a Game & Watch game.
That's what I remember.
So them bringing back the Game & Watch as like a classic
but
system
it's not really a Game & Watch. It's just hey look, you can play one
To be fair, no,
game.
Rojo brings up
it
was $60 to $70.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely
$70.
That's definitely a
I'm
but
here
why.
but why?
But why?
Yeah.
I think both.
What
Anything
about
is-
Mario?
Yeah, I think they're both.
That's saved a but why.
Yeah.
Because the price tag ruins it instantly.
Yeah.
I mean, I own both of them, but
60 to
You
$70.
paid $70 for you.
I got them as gifts.
Okay, then
then
you
you didn't pay for it.
then you didn't
Must
pay
be
for it.
nice.
It is nice. Mind you, it was the only gift I got at the
Okay,
time for both of
so
them.
both of them are $65.
Yeah, bro, that's a but why.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, $65 to play fucking
Yeah, that's another
to play that? Nah, brother.
All right.
You could have bought a brand new game.
How about the original Game & Watch systems? Just the Game & Watch.
I think
That would probably be a C because at the
As-
time,
yeah.
again, that was awesome.
Each
Yeah.
one had its own individual game, one of which, like a couple of which had dual screen, which was what the original Donkey Kong was.
Yeah.
That was mine right there. And freaking A, I took that thing everywhere. I played it like
You had that, bro?
I used to have two of them.
Damn.
I had Donkey Kong, and I can't remember what the other one was, but freaking A, I lost them, and I never knew where they went. And God, they were I would just remember my mom would take me like shopping with her and stuff like that, and I would just be playing my Game & Watch. Or my Game Boy.
Nah,
You know
I'd
the
say
funny thing
C.
too? They also had non-Nintendo Game & Watch. They
Yeah.
used to have some like on the keychain. They
Yeah.
used to have different versions of it.
Yeah.
I used to have the keychain.
But I would
one.
say to put that to C because
Yeah.
nowadays it's
honestly. Because at the
Well,
time,
no, the
it was
weird thing-
kind of cool.
I'm
Yeah, but, like,
looking at
now it isn't.
I'm
We
looking
gotta
at
do
though
it.
the original one came out in 1980, which I think by that point had Atari come out yet?
I don't think so.
When was Atari?
I think
The
Atari,
Atari
was like
what?
81 or 83.
2600. No, Atari 2600 was 1977.
So it was out at the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm saying as a comparison point because like yes, it's a handheld, but you're also getting full. You could get an Atari and have like full blown games with color and sound and everything versus an LCD screen with two buttons.
But I still don't think it's at a but why.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I agree with C, but I'm not going any higher.
I give it a C
low
Oh
too.
C.
no,
Yeah.
definitely can't go higher than C.
Yeah,
No
it can't
way.
go higher than
But
C.
you gotta remember also mobile gaming too. This
Yeah.
was like something you just take anywhere.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'd rather play Snake on my flip phone than that.
Okay, but that was later, dude. This is 1980.
I was about to say we didn't have that,
Cell
man.
phones didn't fucking
There was not
exist.
Snake on a freaking brick.
Okay.
I was just playing Snake. Jesus.
Yeah, never mind.
But yeah, definitely put that as C.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I think it's
that's
a
fair
C.
for C. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that above
Not-
the
Yeah,
thing. Though.
definitely.
Yeah, you can do
Because
it.
I respect
Right.
for what it was.
Okay.
that's fair.
Is that the SP?
That is the
That
Game
is
Boy
the Game
Advance
Boy
SP.
SP goes to
I would say minimum at least the A.
A.
I would say high A.
Yeah, because I was
Because-
gonna say like compared to the Game Boy Advance, its big thing is the fact that
It has a
has
backlight.
a
Ah, yeah. It
backlight.
only took him so many years to do what the
Has a
frick
You
they
know
had.
how many
Backlit
years
screen.
you had to go like when you're in the passenger seat?
I
you're at
love
night,
it.
and then you had to do this so the back car can let it. so you can watch it.
Or the little adapters
Yes.
you get that was just a light.
The
Yes,
attach-
I had one of those. I had like the slime looking one, or I had the one that
I
the
love-
attachment that you like.
There
It
was-
had like the magnifying
Yes.
glass and the speakers.
I did have the magnifying glass, but there was I remember because there's a port on the Game Boy Advance Classic that it's just for that light. Like,
Yeah.
There's nothing else you can plug in there. I think the link cable too.
That's
but like,
cool.
Yeah.
it's so funny.
All right, what about the
I
Game Boy
think it's-
Advance?
the
regular?
original?
Yeah.
No,
Is
what?
that the original?
Yeah.
That's the original.
The original?
I think also A. Because like for what it was,
I mean,
it's
below the SP because of obvious
great. Oh
reasons.
yeah, obviously. But I think it's the same system, same game.
Yeah,
And it's literally just everything the Game Boy
it
was.
just
but
has no backlight and you
better.
can't fold it.
No, I give it a B.
Really? Because I'm taking into account the
Because
fact that,
because having a backlight and better power, and then it's like folded. It
No,
gives
I
it gives
agree.
it feels like a whole generation.
I
ahead.
agree with that. But do you think the Game Boy Advance as a whole is a B tier?
Because that son of a bitch was small too.
Yeah.
The only real difference is the fact that it can fold. It has a better battery life because you
we
can
don't
charge
remember-
it. It's a lithium battery,
Yeah.
and it has a backlight, which the frickin' Sega had already at that point. And you can fold it up so you don't have to worry about scratching
Yeah,
your screen.
the games,
even though
the
you can
games
still
were peaked
possibly-
on the Game Boy Advance.
I know, but the thing is, like, it feels like a generational jump from the.
Well, it also took a few years, didn't it?
I know, but that's the same. That's why it shouldn't be on the same tier because that's such a major jump.
Well, the SP took all the downsides from the Game Boy Advance and just fixed them, like the backlight.
Exactly. So that's why are they in the same? Why are they sitting at the same?
Yeah, it was
like,
it was
thing?
a 2-year difference. It was
Yeah.
2001 for the Game Boy Advance original, and then 2003 for the
It can't be the same thing just because it's thinking as the console itself too. It's
Okay.
literally a giant like leap.
I would say SP is high tier The regular Advance is low A.
I'm gonna say I think right now it looks like they're right next to each other, but by the end of this list, there'll be things between them, and then we'll have the
I think high B.
High B.
I'm saying A still.
Yeah, because I still the Game Boy.
You really think
we'll
it's the same tier as an SP?
That's
crazy.
Yeah, because they're technically the same console.
No, they're not.
I mean,
They are.
It's literally just because.
But guys, these aren't the only Game Boys we gotta talk about here.
A lot more.
Yeah, because you have this is the color.
This is the color.
I think that's the color. Yeah.
Which this I would probably just be a B just because it had color.
Yeah, no, I think it's a B.
The base Game Boy, like
B for boy.
See, no, okay, this is the thing I'm worried about. I don't want to run into the problem where it's like, well, this one's older, so it's worse. This one's older, so it's worse. And I'm like, you gotta remember for the time.
For the impact it also had.
For the impact of the time, I think it's still as.
Yeah, but there was so many Game Boy games for the Game Boy Color.
Yes, so I think
the
color could
and
be
it converted
I think
the monotones to being colored. Like looking at Metroid 2, for instance.
But I'm saying so that doesn't make it better. But I'm saying I don't think if we're going down the path I think we are. I don't want to end up putting the original Game Boy in like a C.
I don't think
it
so.
doesn't deserve it.
Because I gotta tell you, some of these 3DSs, some of the newer ones are booty cheeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say
All right.
But the Game Boy Color, because you have to remember, it's like the SP. The only thing they really did was they added the fact that it had color.
Yeah, but that was a huge. That was a huge jump.
Oh yeah, it was a huge jump.
Do we think it's above the original Game Boy Advance?
No, I give it a B.
No.
I give it a B.
I would not.
Yeah,
I would not put the Game Boy.
Well, let's also think about the games it also had too. Because
well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it had that many good Game Boy Color games.
Well, think of it this way: the leap from Game Boy Color to Game Boy Advance, and then Advanced SP. I think the leap between Color and Advance is similar to Advance.
Pokemon
and SP.
Crystal.
They should all go into A. I think they all
between Advance and SP. I mean, sorry, because
the Advanced SP and the Color, I think all deserve A.
Well, I think like the jump from Advance to SP is the same as going from the Game Boy to Game Boy Color.
Okay,
which is fair.
But then, do you think all the Game Boys deserve B? Because I don't know if I agree with that. Because I think the Game Boy was revolutionary for its time.
Don't forget, the Game Boy Color also pushed limits of colors for the Game Boy.
That's
and I'm going to say, one of the best games, Pokemon Crystal.
Yeah, that's fair. I was going to... No, my point was going to be the fact that it's like... I know we're talking about like in modern standards, but I'm like, for its time, the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color were crazy impressive. Like, that it even did it at all. Versus the gamers... Because really, what it is that the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color can play the equivalent of an NES game in your hand.
Because isn't the next one that blue one?
Advance
that's the Micro.
Let's not forget the Advance could
Micro
also play...
That's the Micro.
Let's not forget...
The gray one is the Pocket. The blue one is the Micro.
The Micro, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Micro, I can tell you right now...
that's going to go like in B or C.
Yeah, because that's not above... Even though that came out later, that's not...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I just think color is significant, though.
Nick, I'm going to also say, let's not forget that the Game Boy Advance could play color and regular Game Boy games as well.
It can. I guess I'm also just... Because, for example, I'm guaranteeing down the line, we're going to probably put, like, the Super Nintendo in S, right? Because it's, like, just the quality of the games.
Yeah.
But we're saying the Game Boy Color is
I
B?
see that.
But also the games, too, though. I don't really remember that many good, like, Game Boy Color games besides Pokemon Crystal or
Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages, and
Seasons.
Yeah,
That's it.
The Oracle games, those are all
That's
crazy.
it. That's
Was
all I
there a
can think
couple
of.
of the Kirby games on it as well?
I don't even remember any Game Boy Color Kirby games. I don't really remember.
Pretty sure Dreamland 3 was.
I don't know. It didn't feel like that much of a generational jump.
And then
Wario Land 3, fantastic game.
And then the Donkey Kong Country games were on the Advance, not the Color, correct?
Yeah, they're on the Advance, yes.
Except for the first one. There was a remake of the first one for Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Not Land. I'm not talking about Land. I'm talking about Country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I still does not get it. I think it's B. I think it's still
All
B.
right. If you guys all agree with B, we'll go with B. I just personally think it's on par quality rise.
If it was me, Nick, if it was just solo me, I would put it below the Game Boy Advance.
It definitely is below the Game Boy Advance.
Okay,
It is
by
below,
a modern standard, yes.
All right, the Game Boy Pocket.
Is that the Pocket?
That's the Pocket.
That's the yeah. I told
Yeah.
we just said it's the Pocket.
Yeah, that's the Pocket.
But didn't the Pocket, the only thing, it's still not a Game Boy Color.
It's not color. It's just a
smaller version.
Game Boy. Because the original Game Boy is a fucking brick. That's why.
So I think that's the only thing that they did better about it was that it's not fucking huge.
Is there two Game Boys?
That's what I'm trying to look at right now, for example.
No, because one of them is it had the green back.
Oh, Oh, that might be.
What the fuck is that?
No, hang on. That might be. I'm looking at it because Game Boy received several redesigns during its lifespan, including the smaller Game Boy Pocket and the Japan-only Game Boy Light.
That's what this one is. It
I
looks
think
like.
that's the Game Boy.
I can't zoom in on it because I don't want to mess up my screen. But yeah,
One
I think that's
of
the
those
Game Boy
is the
Light.
Yeah, one of those is the Pocket. One of them is the Light.
Well, because one of them. So you see the other one next to that yellow one.
Yeah,
That one has a
that's
green.
the OG. And that one I think is the Light.
I believe that says Light right there because that says
Yeah,
Game
that's the
Boy
Light.
Light.
So I think the only difference is the game for the Game Boy Light, which we never got. Yeah, it was a compact design and it had an LCD screen.
Right.
So-
Versus the.
And then it did have a backlight. The
All
light
right,
did.
we'll get to those eventually. But
Yeah, well, the
Pockets.
light we don't need to get to because that's not for us. That's Japan.
Maybe Pocket was. I feel like that would be like a little redundant. I mean, I don't even remember anyone having a Pocket growing up.
That's the thing, though. I think most people didn't realize they did have a Pocket because the Pocket was in '96, which was years later. It was like fucking 7
Yeah,
years
I want to
later.
see. Probably people didn't notice. They
I had a
Pocket,
color.
and they
I
probably
know I had a
Game
color.
Boy.
Right. But yeah, I would say a Pocket or a Color, they're about the same size. But you forget the original Game Boy was a fucking massive brick.
Yeah.
And by the time, especially for our
Was
age,
it 4 batteries or 6 batteries that it took?
4.
It was 4.
Okay.
It was 4. Yeah.
It was 4 double A batteries.
Yeah, 4 AA batteries for the original Game Boy. Which is why it was such a big
So
deal.
was
They
the
did
The Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color had 2.
uh,
Actually, I was gonna say. So was the.
the Game Gear.
The second
Game
Game
Gear,
Gear,
yeah.
that stupid.
I was like, don't say
dude,
Game Boy
when I had
Advance. I remember that
when I had
so
the stupid
much
ass Game Gear,
Yeah.
they had give you the cord to charge against the wall, and the cord was like the size of your fist. So I'm like, I'm against the
So
plug.
I think if you want to, we could put the Pocket on the same tier as the Color.
I guess that'd be fair.
I think that's
I would put it below it though.
okay.
Dude, that was literally it. The cord was
Game
this
Boy
long,
Micro.
and I was plugging against the wall,
Oh,
so
the fucking-
I was looking against the wall while I was playing it.
Dude, I remember the Micro.
I don't know.
I only remember like 1 or 2 people in high school who had a micro.
There was no reason to ever have a Micro.
I had a micro.
Do you think it was worth it compared to the Advance or the SP?
Well, here's the thing. It was also cheaper. And
That shit was
and you can put it in your pocket, and then you can
You can put them all in your pocket.
Yeah, but it's
They were still
no.
decent
It was
size.
still smaller.
Well, yeah, obviously that was the whole point.
I know, but that was so cool because I could
You
play.
can put it in your iPod pocket.
I think there's a point where making it smaller is like not even worth it, and I think the Game
I
Boy
don't- okay,
Micro
I-
was like
no,
I don't think it was really.
I give
No.
it. I give it a B. I liked it.
I wouldn't. That to me, that's in the but
think
why.
I kind of agree with Brian with the but why.
Yeah,
What?
that's a but why Nintendo.
Why
Big
have?
time.
I mean,
Why? Just why?
Because like, okay,
What were the true benefits of the
to
micro?
make it smaller. It
That's
was literally
it.
just to make it smaller.
they make
That's
it,
it.
Okay, it was smaller and it was cheaper, and it had. Here's the thing. It had.
I don't know if it
no,
was
shut
cheaper,
up.
though.
Yes, it also had customizable
No, it's just
cases.
different designs. I
It
don't
had
think
different.
it's-
Well, I
yes.
mean, I could put a custom case on my Game Boy Color also. And
Oh,
stuff.
hold up! Big point of contention for the Micro. It was not backwards compatible with Game Boy games.
Oh.
Yeah, you can only play Game Boy Advance.
But why?
It's a mark.
Yeah, no, that puts it. In
But why?
Yeah, that puts it in. But
Yeah,
why for me.
okay.
I'll put it in high but why. But
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair.
There's no C. You don't want to put that in C.
No, that's a but why.
It's a
Damn.
but why. All right.
Damn.
That alone, that it's not
These
backwards
little
compatible.
bastards.
Oh Jesus! The fucking Pokemon minis and the fucking minis. And whatever.
Yeah.
Those almost
I don't
just.
think those even fucking count.
I almost want to say but why as well. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What were they for? What game?
I don't even know all of them. I just know.
Well, I mean, this one's got Pikachu on it, and
Yeah,
I
that's
think this.
that's the Pokemon Mini, which is technically a game.
I can't even see what's on that screen.
Well, look at the TV screen, Anthony. He said.
No, you can't. I still can't see it from there.
Oh no.
Yeah, the Pokemon Mini is an 8-bit handheld console designed and manufactured by Nintendo with the Pokemon Company. It's the smallest game system ever with cartridges, but produced by Nintendo. It was also their cheapest console ever, $45 in the US, equivalent to $82 today. And it came bundled with the game Pokemon Party Mini. It was released in 2001.
It's literally a little gimmick console.
Features the
that
Pokemon
if you
Mini
want to play
included
more
an internal
Pokemon-related
clock,
things.
a red port for multiplayer gaming.
But why?
And
Yeah, I was gonna
force
say
feedback.
why.
It's the
But
Game
why?
and Watch of Pokemon.
But why?
It literally is. It's,
But why?
Yeah.
They all to me go on but why.
Yeah. The other ones, I don't even know exactly for sure what they are, but they probably are just other versions.
I think yeah, they're just different.
These are all
versions,
but
so.
why. Like,
I'll put this one higher just because of the yellow.
Pokemon Yellow.
all but why.
All right, Game Boy
So
Light.
that's the Japan only one. I think we can put that at the end.
Yeah, because
know.
we never played that.
We
so.
don't know.
Alright.
The only one that's not Japan only that
The one that survived a freaking bomb.
Yep. the original.
That can still play Tetris.
So my argument is for its cultural significance alone, it should at least go at the top of B.
I say it's an A, dude.
I would honestly say an A.
Okay.
Based on what it like.
Not to mention what
Okay.
its competition was. It was competing against the. I know I keep bringing it up. The Game Gear. It is a monochromatic game console that beat out like 2 other handheld consoles.
It beat the shit out of fucking Sega. You know, it showed Sega what's up.
Yeah,
it was nothing, dude.
I mean, and people can fight about this, but it's like it's basically
not to mention I know
because of Tetris too.
I know
like, if Tetris was not on the
Tetris
Game Boy, like it would not have sold nearly as much as it did.
Tetris, Pokemon, Mario Land games. It freaking did it all.
Oh yeah. And then when they started remaking the NES games on there, they're like, bro, why would I ever?
So I would put that like underneath the Advance.
No, I would put her in front of Advance.
Above Advance, but below
I put her,
but below SP.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I agree. I agree with that.
All right, this is the NES Classic.
Ooh, all right. So this is going to be an interesting argument.
Okay.
I think.
Do you want to save the classics until later?
No, but that's emulation. That's not even a console.
It is an official console they released.
Well, you gotta remember, Rojo,
plug it
not
into a TV,
everyone,
and it's got controllers.
Not everyone who gets into gaming is our age. So, like, you get this for your like kids and everything like that, and say, hey, these are the games that I grew up with, and here's them in good quality.
Was
It's $100.
Was it $100? I thought it was like 100 or 120 or something like that.
The NES one was 100. The Super Nintendo was 120.
NES Classic Edition. Blah 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 blah. Introductory price was $60.
Whoa!
For the NES. Is that the NES or the Super NES?
NES.
Okay. So.
And how much was the Super?
And it had how many games did it have? It had.
That's not bad. That's a good price actually.
I'm just trying to make sure.
That wasn't the one that had Star Fox 2, was it? Or was
yes.
30.
No, that was the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it had 30 NES games. So I think for the price alone, and for what it was, I think it B or A.
But here's the thing,
Not A. I would say B.
It feels so cheaped out because like
okay, 30 games for $60. That's $2 an NES game.
Okay, but you know what I can
at the time,
and this was before the Switch freaking online console.
No, but you know what I can easily do? Go on my fucking PC.
Okay, not
and
everyone
get that shit
can have an emulator.
No, but
that is emulation.
But kids can't do that though.
Yeah. This is the perfect console.
If I was a father getting my kids into what I grew up with, I'm not old enough for the NES.
Like
if I want my kids to play the original Mario and I don't have like my current consoles, I'll be like, okay, I bought this for us to enjoy with each other.
You're not even thinking of PC?
No, I'm thinking of the average Joe, not the freaking hardcore. Stop breaking the law, asshole kind of gamers.
Think of like my daughter Noelle. Do you think my daughter's
gonna come beat my ass?
You think my daughter's gonna be playing
They're
like
not
a
gonna
PC? Hell no. My daughter ain't gonna know what the fuck to do with a PC. She'll be able to play an NES Classic.
So this
you can literally use the sync controls and just attach it to the PC.
Again, no one.
Dude, stop bringing up PC. Otherwise, everything's broken.
No,
why have any?
Because that is not
any of this.
Because that's not a real console. It's an emulation.
Okay.
They put a flash drive into the console and then they sold and they charge you $60.
Yeah. Because it's all preloaded, so that you don't have to worry about shit.
That's true.
It's the same thing as buying like a Switch that comes with Mario Kart.
Let's say I'm just a regular guy. Let's say I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a gamer. But I remember, like, when I was a kid, I played, like, video games from, like, my brother. So I don't have a brother. But, and I'm growing up, and I'm like, I have kids, and I'm like, maybe if they seem to like, they talk to their friends about video gaming, maybe I should show them this console that was important to my family at one point.
Yeah.
And it's, like, it looks good, it's in HD, and it comes with 30 games for only like $45 or whatever you said, $60.
So $2 a game, which is not bad at all.
And it's like, okay, maybe my kids could get into gaming. I'm making the exact same argument for the SNES class.
So you're consulting to the average ball and gun kind of guy.
This every average is based on the consoles as a whole. If we're talking
would
about
my daughter be able to play that or a PC?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't like it because it's already emulated. The other ones I understand because you can just buy those games out the store. But that one's it's a literally emulation in a hollow console. The console's not working. It's just a box with nothing in it.
Think of it this way: an average person nowadays is not going to be able to buy an original NES and buy an original cartridge.
Bro, there's game shops everywhere.
Okay, but you know how fucking expensive that shit is?
Yeah, I know.
Buy an original hardware and original
But then
game.
it's like
so instead you buy a box.
But here's the thing: an average Joe would most likely have a PC more than they have a console.
Okay, even if they have a PC,
Like at
it's
least
not for gaming. I'll give. Okay,
dude, this laptop can run an NES game though.
Okay, it can, but just because it can doesn't mean most people will do it. I'll give you at max 20% of the U.S. population uses their PC for gaming. At max, 20%, right?
No.
You think it's more?
Yeah.
Nowadays.
Yeah, it's way more.
No. The population of the country.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about just adults.
Yeah.
How long this thing can record?
It really is.
I don't know. We'll find out.
But the NES Classic was what, 17?
2016.
Oh, 16.
2016. So it was before the Switch.
Yeah, it was during the Wii U.
So
when did the Switch come in?
nobody had a
2020?
fucking Wii U.
No, the Switch was like 2017 or something like that.
The Switch
so it was
1
year
2017.
before. 1 year
Yes.
before.
And then I'm pretty sure
And the online thing hadn't even happened yet. This was the closest thing to a virtual console we could have gotten after the Wii U.
So what I'm saying is, if you take the console as a whole, not within the context of like, oh, but I could do this instead, because like by that argument, it's like, yeah, I could get a Game Boy Advance, but I could also get a Game Boy Advance SP. You know,
or why get a Game Boy Advance when I can emulate the game on a computer? Like,
exactly.
True. It's true. I should.
Okay, Rojo.
By that logic,
you are not allowed to talk about PCs or anything.
But that's literally an emulation PC that you're running on that.
It is an emulator.
See? I told you.
It is an emulator, but I'm saying it's an emulator that anyone can go into a store, buy it, and it's already there for you.
I don't like it. I hate that. I hate that concept. Because at least the other ones I can respect, because those are actual consoles. They actually have electronics in it. It's a running,
here's the thing.
machine.
I don't want to get modified cables and shit and buy a classic NES and get the brick that could connect to the TV and an outlet.
Yeah.
And freaking have to go to channel 3 on an old classic TV, or get like an HDMI converter, which will burn like shit.
Yeah.
When I could just get, it's a mini version of a console, and I can just play it.
Or by contrast, with what he's saying, we also don't want to get a computer where we then have to look up how to download an emulator game properly, how to download an.
You really think everyone's that stupid that they don't know how to do it?
An average person? Yes.
No, I have no idea how to fucking do it.
Hey,
Anthony,
Rojo,
you know, you have.
Rojo?
There's no way you don't.
Rojo. From working inside Best Buy, people are that stupid.
There's no way, bro.
There is. You would think not.
Yeah.
There is.
Bro, I work electronics too. Alright, that's crazy.
Alright, so collectively,
they can't be that stupid.
I think collectively,
you would really think so.
As an idea, I think
working for Best Buy for 13 years, I can tell you they are that stupid.
I can't.
That's my personal opinion, but
I can't go that high for S. I was gonna say maybe top of B.
You're talking about the NES Classic be an S? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm saying it's a top of B.
Or maybe low A.
Just put it in fucking B.
No, it'd definitely be the B.
I'm gonna put it in B.
Above or below the Game Boy Color?
Below the Game Boy Color. The fuck?
Below it, yeah.
Do we all agree on that?
What about the Pocket? I think it's better.
It's above the Pocket. Pocket's
yeah.
Alright,
now the original NES.
Okay, that I think is S tier. Just because it does have a fantastic library.
Isn't that the console that saved the gaming industry?
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah.
The gaming industry was dead because of fucking Atari and E.T. the game.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo was like, well, we have a thing in Japan and we want to sell it to America, but they don't like video game consoles, so let's include a robot with it and say it's a toy.
Rob.
And then people will play it.
Rob.
And then they played it and they're like, this is amazing, please give us more, and then boom.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think it's S. There's no other place.
It is the juggernaut. It had thousands of freaking games.
It brought home consoles because also kind of canceled out not going to the arcade. So why go to the arcade where I can literally just play at home?
Yeah.
It made so much more convenient. Yeah. Yep. It was
Alright, I'm gonna just move this up here just because.
Well, you just want to immediately do it next? Okay, I guess
Super Nintendo?
That's an S
also S. It's Super Nintendo. Yeah,
it took everything that the NES did but made it better.
It just made it better. Yeah.
Is it above or below?
No, it's above.
I think it's above. I think it's above.
Yeah.
Because also for the time it came out too, it was also
dude, the thing
already the NES didn't really have competition, and then Sega came out. Well, Sega was after Super Nintendo.
Okay,
right?
so the Master System came out around the same time as the NES.
Okay.
And then the Genesis was made to compete with the NES.
And then the Super Nintendo came out and blew it out of the water. I'm not saying quality. I'm just saying, just for sales and for whatever, it blew it out of the water.
The SNES was literally was built to be better than the Genesis.
Yeah.
Except in speed, apparently.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Genesis was the one that was, touting the fact that, 16-bit and super high, fast, whatever. And then Nintendo's like, All right, 16-bit. There you go.
So now we get to these goofy ones.
Oh,
here.
all the different DSs.
Now, is that one that's there? Is that the new 3DS?
That is the new 3DS that is next.
That goes to S tier.
XL.
Yeah, it's the new 3DS XL.
That goes to straight to God tier.
So that's the big guy. That's
I
the big
agree.
guy.
Because not only that, it had exclusive games to it too.
No. This is the new 3DS XL.
This is just the bigger one.
Yeah.
The bigger version of the regular new 3DS.
Oh, see, yeah, no, still. That's still God tier.
Really?
That's still God tier.
So the new 3DS
Dude, that thing was
definitely
gigantic.
much
That was sick
better
as hell.
than the base. The only thing though, hold on.
Because I had a new 3DS.
Hold on a second.
I still have my 3DS.
The one thing
You didn't like the analog stick.
that annoyed the living motherfucking piss out of me, and I can say this from working at Best Buy when this was out,
Oh, it's the charger cable?
that it didn't come with a motherfucking charger.
Right. Nintendo chipped.
Oh.
And they didn't lower the price either. They were like,
did
nope,
not.
same price, and it doesn't come with a
They
charger.
did not. So you would not believe that everybody that wanted a new 3DS, I always had to ask, did you have an old 3DS? And if they said yes, cool. Then I say, then use that charger. You don't have to buy one. If not, they had to buy, I forgot, I think it was like $25 or something, like $20, $25.
Dude, that was a lot back then still.
For the charger, because otherwise you can't use the fucking system. Because keep in mind that with those two, if you didn't have an old 3DS, and you're hearing about this, all these fun games that are for the 3DS, and then you go to buy the new 3DS, and you didn't have a charger. Remember, I forgot the price of the new 3DS. I forgot what the price was.
I'm trying to find it.
I really wish I set this up in chronological order.
I think it was like
I
200.
told you.
I think it was 250.
But this is fun.
But you have to remember, you have to take that price and add $20.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. The new 3DS XL at launch was $200.
So you add 200, which is not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah,
but it is a lot.
that's like years ago.
But that was years ago. Right now, that's not bad because
that shit would have been like $400 right now.
And I think the reason why I'm looking at this now, it was a lower price than the original new 3DS.
Yes.
So the original new 3DS was $220. So they lowered the price by $20 and got rid of the charger.
Why the fuck would they just charge you $20 with the charger then? So you buy it all at once.
Because they wanted to sell it.
Okay, you know
They're
what?
like,
Okay.
oh, it's slightly cheaper.
So you have to remember, you have to count that one big vital flaw is that it didn't come with the charger.
I think that docks it to A.
Yeah, no,
I think that alone docks it.
You know, that's fair. No, I forgot about the charger. Yeah, I think that's
Because other
fair.
than that, you're right. It was an amazing
But
thing.
guys, what about the new Nintendo DS XL?
Same shit.
Is that the 3DS XL? The new 3DS XL?
The new 2DS XL.
Is that the
That's
2DS?
is that the 2DS XL?
Hold up. No.
Yeah, the 2DS.
What it says on the screen.
Yeah, it's the 2DS.
Oh, I forgot they made a 2DS XL.
That's
it was like a clamshell thing. Yeah.
Oh, that one's a butt Y.
Yeah, that's a why. Yeah. Because
How
what?
much
To me, that's a
cheaper
butt
was it?
wide.
That's my question.
I know, but it was called the 3DS.
No, I know.
So like you're gonna have
2DSs.
Because I can tell you right now, the 2DS is in a butt Y for me as well.
All right, and
No,
then
I
next,
agree.
the new 3DS,
Okay.
just regular size.
I was trying to look up its price. Goddamn.
Of what, the 2DS XL?
Yeah, I was trying to find it. But
I'm guessing it's going to be like $150.
it's not.
180. I say 180.
Yeah, it's not on the wiki.
Because is it also that motherfucker didn't come with the charger either?
Yeah, it didn't come with 180.
Let's see.
Bruh.
all the new ones did not.
Get the fuck out of here. That's a big butt Y.
Yeah. I think the reason why is because they wanted to try and sell it.
Because they thought
I
like
was trying to see if it was cheaper, but I couldn't find a price.
yeah, I think they probably like, oh, you already have a 3DS.
But then you have
must-
the baseline new
New
3DS.
3DS?
That's again goes to the A, but it's only an A because the fact that it come with a fucking charger.
The new 3DS? The original new 3DS?
all the new 3DSs didn't have one. I think.
Yeah, the new 3DS didn't have a charger.
So why was the XL $20 cheaper then?
Ask Nintendo that, bro. What are you asking us?
Because I think the XL, I don't think the XL came out at the same time.
I think I put this in a decent order.
Chronicle?
I think
Not chronological, but no.
Similar.
After the DS is,
I
kind of
see.
semi.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
Okay, so fine.
The new
So the
3DS. Just the regular new
original
3DS. No, the original new 3DS.
Yeah, the original.
It was this.
Yes.
Yeah.
The not XL 3DS new. There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Analog stick and everything.
Yeah. I think this one, if we're docking the XL to A, I think we have to put this at the same level.
But lower.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So slightly lower. So maybe one spot.
Because it also had exclusive games. Because like you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the part we kind of ignored. That's why we gave it the A tier.
Yeah.
Because they were game for it. And it was just a better quality console than the original DS's, which we're about to come to. Oh,
yes, the original Nintendo DS.
OG
Dude.
3DS.
Yeah, Diamond and Pearl.
That one.
Dude, Diamond and Pearl, bro.
See, that one's the.
This is the hardest one to judge.
And then that was the first dual screen.
So that's the first.
Technically, the Game & Watch was the first dual screen, but
Oh, yeah.
So
it was literally designed after the
So
Game &
this
Watch.
is the original DS.
Yes.
Because then you had the DS Lite. Now the DS Lite definitely made.
That's up next. That is up next.
Yeah, because the DS Lite is in. Okay, so you have the DS and the DS Lite is the same situation between the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Advance SP.
Where the DS Lite is just better.
The Game Boy Advance, I would say the Nintendo DS Lite
It's just
took
a
everything,
better
all the flaws from the original DS and just fixed it.
All right, but as a regular DS,
think regular DS and DS Lite, are they both A?
I would say so because of what they
I
what they
love
brought.
that it was basically a N64 in your hands.
Yeah, because
essentially.
It literally had Mario 64 in it.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
said.
it had Mario 64. It has.
I will counter that argument with the fact that they tried to add a bunch of N64 games to it, but it doesn't have a fucking analog stick. This is the original DS.
Oh, that game was dog shit on the DS, though.
Yeah.
That was
That's why
okay.
playing on a 3DS is better.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it should not be A.
I think it should be A, just not as high in A. Maybe just.
Well, don't forget, you can also play Game Boy Advance games on it as well.
Oh,
It has
my
backwards
God.
compatibility.
True.
That was my counter argument because that's the big flaw against all the DSs after the DS Lite.
So
is that they no longer have the Game Boy Advance.
Right, it was what was it?
DSi.
Yeah, the DSi.
DSi, yeah.
That's coming up too.
Yeah.
I have words about that.
The
Don't
other
worry.
thing, the difference between the DSs and the I is that wasn't the I the first one with internet? Or
Yeah,
Yes.
I
It
had
did.
internet.
It did have
yeah.
internet, and
No,
it
did
did.
the original have internet?
No,
No.
Did it?
no,
Okay. Because I thought the I was for the camera.
no. And
Oh,
I think
when we
the
get to the
also,
I'll have some arguments.
I think the I was also the very first one that you can also buy games off the eShop.
That's what it was.
I think
They
as
added
well.
it.
WarioWare.
Oh, no, that's what it was. Because the original
Yeah.
Mario Kart DS, which was for the original DS, did have online play, but you couldn't download games.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
what-
the I had a camera,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah.
dog crap for
And it-
WarioWare, but
It was
hey.
very dumb.
So what if we
Okay.
just put Light in A and then the DS in B?
Well, hang on. We have two
'Cause
different versions
I don't
right
think the
here.
DS
We have
itself deserves to be
the-
in B.
Really?
Because the DS was a revolutionary.
Nick, I
console.
can't really read it. Is this saying the?
So that- okay.
That looks like the DSi, in
Yeah.
honesty.
I'm looking.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one.
that's the I. That's the light.
Then which one's this one?
That's
Because
the light.
oh, that's the light.
That's the
Okay.
second. So first DS, second DS,
I could have
third
sworn the light
DS,
was always Y.
fourth DS because that's the IXL.
Yeah.
And then 3DS, 3DS.
I had
Holy
an eye. That was
Yeah.
my
They milked
DS.
it. You ever seen that fucking picture of Obama with the empty buckets coming to the cow? But instead the cow, it's fucking like the 3DS or DS thing. Like they're milking the shit out of like every version every year. Good morning, sunshine.
You know why,
You
though,
coming
right?
in.
The DS is the best-selling handheld console
Yeah.
ever. If you
No,
don't count
3DS.
No, the DS.
Oh, that's what I
family,
mean.
Yeah, the
Oh yeah,
DS
no, for
family,
sure.
yeah.
It was a freaking juggernaut.
Which is why they kept reselling. Okay, let's
All right,
let's finish.
classic DS. First introduced touchscreen gaming, dual screens.
Pokemon Pearl.
It had backwards compatibility with the Game Boy Advance, so you
Yeah.
could also transfer Pokemon from your Advance
Are
to
we
your
putting
DS.
it in?
I'll put it in the A tier.
Middle A.
I'm okay with it being
'Cause it's
above
worse
the
than
SP,
3DSs.
above the SP, below the 3DSs.
I agree. I agree with
So you think it's just right below the 3DSs?
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
All right, I think that's fair.
Now the
Oh, no,
DS.
hang on. Below
Fix
the.
it. Fix it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oop. God,
There you
this
go,
thing
there
is
you
just so freaking.
So then the light is above the original DS,
Yes, because it
but
took.
in the same spot.
Yeah.
Because it's just everything that.
But
happened.
did it get rid of the backwards compatibility?
No.
No,
the
that one still
DSi.
had it. The I
Yeah.
got rid of
I know that I did because that's the one I
it.
had.
No, the light still had it.
The light still had it.
All right, light. So above the original because
Yes.
So then
also
the eye-
just the clunkiness of the original.
Yeah, it's
It
much
smoothed it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the light was like the best version.
So the
of it.
I think.
Okay, this motherfucker.
The I. Oh yeah, with the camera. I
Well,
think
other than the camera, also the fact it had a known problem, and that was with its triggers.
Oh yeah. the
So
triggers
you
were
had
great.
to blow
Triggers were great.
into the triggers
Yeah.
to get them to work. I was pissed off when I
Wait, what do you mean, like the
Mine
bumper?
Yeah, the bumpers.
Yeah, the DSi
I would be like
bumpers
playing a
were-
game where I required them, and it wouldn't register that I was pushing it
Mine
unless
never
I
broke.
blew into it like I was blowing into a freaking cartridge, except I had to do it even harder. It didn't have the backwards compatibility. While it did have internet connection, so I was able to read, actually, there was like a good long while where I was just like reading my webcomics and stuff like that on my DSi, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read all of Misfile page by page on this and not worry about getting viruses or crap.
Mine never broke.
So I think the I goes below, either between the two DSs or below the original DS, because I don't think trading out the
Oh my
the
god!
Game Boy
I
Advance
just
for
remember.
the camera and the internet.
I remember, I think last year some couple, they came up to me and they're like, "Hey, do you have a charger for your DSi?" And then for some reason I did not remember. I was like, what's a DSi? Like I didn't even know what that is. And then they were like, for Nintendo DSi. And then I made a laugh. I was like, oh! And I made it like, no way.
It is funny to always
but
get
then,
you to do
but
that.
then I said that, and then they did not laugh. They gave me the Kurt Cobain like fucking stare. they're like, why the fuck are you laughing at us? I was like, oh shit, they're actually dead serious. This is not a bit. And I was like,
DSi
no,
is below the original DS.
Really?
I kind of think it's in the middle because it has cons, but it has a lot of pros too.
I argue the fact
like
that
the whole
biggest-
internet, the fact that it can
biggest
connect to the
regret-
internet.
I was gonna say my biggest regret is that because I would always trade in the current one for the next one for a while. My biggest regret is when I traded in my Lite for the I, because I'm like, the internet's not worth it. The eShop is not worth trading out the Game Boy Advance.
Correct.
Because we needed money to buy stuff, and like as a kid, you're not gonna be
maybe
buying
I
shit.
think it can go below. It's
Yeah.
still great, but it's
Now
not-
the XL.
okay, that's
Of
just
the
a straight
DSi,
upgrade.
it's the
So
same.
it's the same thing, but just above the original.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Wait,
All
about
right.
the original?
No.
Okay.
There you go.
Now the original 3DS.
All
tier.
right, there's
S
the
tier.
fun story for
S tier.
Yeah,
Hang on. Oh, no. This is original 3DS, which if you remember correctly, depending
The 3D
on when
sucks.
you bought it,
Yeah.
is what matters, because when it first came out, it was $300 fucking.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it didn't come with shit other than like no games, and people were fucking furious. So they, I think it was less than a year later, dropped the price by like $150.
I think I got it after that.
And if you had an original, they're like, all right, you get 10 free NES Virtual
I
Console
remember
games
that.
and 10 free Game Boy Advance games.
Oh, I remember that.
And the Game Boy Advance games never got released again on the DS. So
No, it was $250.
it was $250? Okay.
And then they changed it into $169.
Okay, so it was $90
Yeah.
difference.
No, look. It was,
I believe
I remember
you.
that.
it was-
I
And it
remember
was
I
called,
remember
they
that,
called it,
yeah.
if you had the original, they called it the Ambassador Program, where it's like you get 10
But
free NES
I
games,
remember
and
that.
10 free Game Boy
Okay,
Advance
so
games.
I got this as a gift, and then I also got Ocarina of Time with it.
That's right.
And it just blew my mind.
Yeah, it does. It's unfair, because I think that if they didn't fuck up on the price, I think the 3DS definitely deserves to be an S tier.
It's definitely high A, I feel like. Especially when you consider, like, oh god, remember when we
You know
like
what?
all hung out at like Nino's and we would just play Mario Kart?
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
I think it's ass. still.
I was just about to think about it. I'm like, we gotta put at least one of these in S tier.
I think low S.
Yeah, and then
Bro,
I
this
think,
shit has Street
Yeah,
Fighter.
because
What
the
fuck?
3DS was
Yeah.
an amazing, like
Yeah.
it was almost like
Fantastic.
having. It's almost
Bro,
like
it had
having a
Smash
Wii.
in it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like almost having a Wii in your pocket.
Yes.
To be honest with you.
Well,
In fact, a lot of the Wii games were on it.
no, I was gonna say graphics wise, it was equivalent to the GameCube basically. Like it could stretch a little bit to hit a GameCube, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And is that one the XL?
This is the
That's
3DS
yeah.
XL.
So just higher, just the same one but higher.
Yeah, I was saying because it had. I think it had better
Because
battery and all that other BS.
and they didn't overprice the shit out of it.
This one to me is a butt wide.
2DS.
Real okay. I argue no.
This fucker had it. He had
I
it.
had it.
He had it for his birthday gift. Remember
I
that?
had it, and so did my wife. And the only reason I say yes is because I'm like, all right, yeah, it didn't fit in my fucking pocket, but I don't have to worry about my fucking hinges, because that's why I had to get a 2DS, is because my fucking 3DS broke. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll get a 2DS.
Oh my god, remember when your 3DS
Yeah.
broke, bro?
And also, I kind of like the fact that it was big enough that I could just hold it like this shit, like a fucking Switch.
No.
You know, as opposed to like, little screen. You know?
Yeah, so
I will admit, it does not deserve to
Wait,
be.
and also wasn't that shit $80? That was pretty
It was
good price.
cheap. It was
It was
super
cheap.
cheap.
80 bucks
But
was
I
really
think
good.
its battery life also lasted a lot longer because
It
it
did.
did not have the 3D.
It did, and because the only funny thing is that like since you couldn't close it, the sleep mode was a switch, so you were just like.
So that's the whole thing that I think that pissed me off about that thing is that it couldn't close.
Well, yeah, So you just put it in. You hit the
fuck
switch.
that.
Put it in.
Fuck that.
I think it still deserves to be in amongst the other DSs.
Nah.
Not S, but A.
No.
It's not definitively worse than the other ones.
Yes, it is, bro. It's not only it sucks. It looks
I'm
ugly.
gonna be okay. So I'll be okay. So I kind of agree with Nick here. So
No, because I'm saying you already put the new 2DS XL in, but why? That one I agree with because it's like, why is it still the same?
No,
shape?
actually, you're right. It should go in, but why?
No. I'm saying the 2DS XL makes sense in, but why? Because it's like it's the same shape, it's the same size, it's the same everything. Except it doesn't have
I think this deserves
what is the point?
a B.
Whereas the 2DS, it's like the other reason
That's
they
fair.
sold it that way is because it's for kids.
No, I give it a B.
Kids don't have to. That thing was like a brick. You could drop it and like it wouldn't break, which is perfect for kids.
Yeah, but it can hit the screen with the fucking 3Ds. You close that shit down there, hit the screen.
I'll give you a B at best.
Yeah, I'll give it a B.
I was saying B.
All right.
I'll give you the high.
Because
I'll put it above the Game Boy Color.
Because here's the thing. So let's say I put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
And then something punches my pocket.
Guys, who wants to shit on this?
That's it for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, the most obvious F of all time. It fucks up your eyes. It's terrible.
It's just literally red. You're just staring at
It was
red.
not portable
Stupid.
gaming at.
Yeah.
It was portable gaming at its lowest.
And bad.
All right, N64 S.
Oh, hang on.
I don't know about that.
S.
This is where I think we're gonna get into intense arguments because, like, I think it's an S because it was my childhood. But if we're being objective,
Yeah, we have to take out the
if we're
nostalgia
being
glasses.
objective here, the N64 is, I think, A tier at best.
Bro,
I think it's A tier at best.
The games.
Are fantastic. Yes.
The only thing about
Here's
the
the
N64
thing,
that I would
dude,
give
that
it
shit was
stock point.
$200 in 1996.
What, the N64? Oh,
Yes.
But I think it came with.
Here's the thing with
Yeah,
the
it came with Smash. Yeah.
The
For
only
the
thing about
N64,
I think.
every time anyone brings up the N64, it's always the same games. It's always like the main Nintendo.
the one thing that
No,
I get.
I think
least,
barely
like, 20
anyone
games.
can think of like third party or anything like that.
Well,
Other than
Nintendo
like
was
maybe
very-
Turok.
Nintendo was very restricted.
1080.
Well, also,
And well,
also
1080 was
rare.
made by Nintendo.
Any of
Was
the
it?
rare games.
I think so, yeah.
Any of the rare games. No, yeah, 1080 was perfect. Any of the rare games. Though,
To
that's
me,
perfect.
the only negative thing about the N64 is that the controller was fucking shaped and wonky as balls.
Yeah, it's because
Dude, the controller was kind of wonky.
They were the first ones to attempt an analog stick, and they barely knew what they were doing. I do give props for the 4 controller ports. It was the first.
Its
console to do
control design was.
It also had those funky ass like expansion packs for certain games, like
Yeah,
like
the Pokemon Stadium.
that. It was only for like 3 games, and then for some reason they couldn't get Donkey Kong 64 to work at all. So, but then they put in the expansion pack and they worked.
Yeah.
They couldn't figure out why. They're just like, well, it works when you do this.
Yeah.
So they literally had to sell the expansion packs with the game.
Yep.
So it wouldn't break your N64.
Yep. And then remember, it had a things to support with the
Game Boy.
Yeah, with the Game Boy.
Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, you would plug in your.
It had a
Game
lot of
Boy.
peripherals.
Don't get me wrong.
So did
And it
GameCube.
was the first console to have Rumble capability because you could add Rumble pack.
Oh yeah, you can buy that. Yeah.
And you had the memory card pack to
Yeah,
save your
there's
data.
so many great things about
Yeah.
the N64. Like, and I
Yeah, but
right
there
now, I
are good
could
things
think-
about it that were done also like a little bit better on other consoles. Too.
But as
Well,
a
later-
full package, and for what its time was, I think it probably was superior.
Yeah,
because
but okay, yeah, but you,
like,
you guys,
I
The
need
only
to-
problem is its fucking competition was the PlayStation 1. Like, it
Oh,
was never
Saturn.
going to win that.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's-
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Saturn won in Japan.
I don't know.
Nobody
about
cares
that.
about Saturn.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah.
The Saturn's fine, but nobody cares. I apologize.
But like I said, the only negative I can think of is that controller was wonky as balls.
I agree.
I think it deserves A at least. I don't know where A.
You know,
I would
get-
put it like
yeah.
right. I want to say like in the middle.
No, it's not. It's definitely better than the 3DSs.
Yeah.
Better than the 3DS.
Oh wait, no. What the fuck?
You know, you think it's
So
not
you
better
think it's
than
high
3DS?
tier?
Yes.
High
No,
A
I
tier.
believe in it. I believe it's an A for sure.
So okay, how about we put it between the 3DSs and the regular DSs?
I think
Okay,
that's- I think
okay,
that's
you know,
true.
okay.
Right below there.
Because the 3DSs are essentially a better N64.
Well, okay, no. The 3DS
Well-
is already better DS, which the DS is amazing.
Now this next one, if you don't say it's an S, you can lick my nuts.
Okay, I want the GameCube to be the S so bad. I love the GameCube.
There wasn't, dude.
Be fucking real with yourself. I'm sorry.
Come on, you keep telling me that that's not a
Bro,
I'd rather have an Xbox.
when we bought that
And I did.
when we bought the GameCube, that shit had 3 games, and then we got no games for like 6 months.
That is true. When it first came out, there was
Yeah,
Luigi's Mansion and like nothing.
Enjoy your Luigi's Mansion. I have Halo.
Yeah.
See, yeah, exactly. He had a banger ass game while we just had 2 games.
Oh no, I take it. Oh no, you're right.
That was literally my first Xbox game. Was Halo.
My
cousin had it, so my parents got it, so we can also play it.
Yeah, so you had Combat Evolved. Like that was a banger ass fucking.
I was gonna say, you know what? We were talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. The GameCube came out last in its generation.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. It was 2001.
And it was competing against the PlayStation 2, which is the fucking
The
Goliath.
PlayStation 2, the Xbox, and the Dreamcast. Was its competition. And
it
lost to everything except the Dreamcast. Like, if we're being objective,
if the Dreamcast had DVD compatibilities,
if we're
it would
going
have been
by
better.
the quality of the games on the console alone, I think it does deserve S.
Because
yes,
it started
the games are fantastic.
So many franchises.
It did, but I think we're going by the console history for the leaps it made, which was not too many, honestly.
Yeah.
It's on par with the N64.
I agree. You know
that like
it's kind of harsh, but like
it's so, I want it to be S2.
Yeah,
it's so good. I love the GameCube and I love the N64.
But if I'm
being objective, it's A tier.
Yeah, especially like we got that at that time.
We got to put my pants down. Y'all.
Now, mind you, again, I didn't grow up with the GameCube, but my little cousin, he did have the GameCube, so we played Melee, we played Pokemon DX. XD or whatever.
See, but you got it after they got games. Like when we got it,
exactly.
That shit had nothing. While
I'll admit the GameCube was fascinating, but the fact that there was also limitations because they made small discs, so there was smaller compatibility.
Yeah, because Nintendo was so fucking scared of piracy. They're like, we're not going to do discs for the N64.
Well, the Xbox, like, hey, by the way, I can play banger games.
I will give a point out that no one's brought up yet: the fact that you can have compatibility with Game Boy Advance, and you can unlock different things.
That's the other thing, though, with the GameCubes. For all that shit, you gotta buy extra shit.
Because I don't know if that's part of the next thing that's coming up after that. Because I saw it looked like a GameCube, so I have no idea.
Yeah, what is that? Is that the whole thing with the where they put the
bottom? The bottom thing?
Is that the TV?
That is
that
like a special GameCube that only came out in Japan.
Is that the one with the TV on?
Yeah, the TV.
It's either that or it's something else. Hang on, let me.
Yeah, I had no idea what that was, so I didn't know where to place that in the Japan or in this part. So I was like, what the hell?
Hang on, I think that's a Japan only thing. Let me look. And then home consoles. There's the GameCube.
For those of you watching,
I think it's this. An agreement with the optical drive manufacturer Matsuhita led to a DVD playing GameCube named the Panasonic Q, which is only released in Japan. I think that's what that is. The Panasonic Q.
We'll save that for later then.
Which, let me click on it. Yep, that's it. I found the picture.
Alright, we'll save that for later.
That's a Japan only thing.
We'll save that for later.
So it's a DVD compatible GameCube, basically. Yeah, which is crazy.
So how do we feel about the GameCube
itself? I think it's right above the N64.
Oh yeah,
I think that's right.
You guys said it was below.
Because the other thing is that we're not talking about. We're talking about the shitty controls of the N64. The GameCube perfected the controls. It's one of the best controllers ever. And it was the first system to have a wireless controller.
Yep.
Fun fact. All right, so I think that's fair.
Actually, the first system to have a wireless controller was the Genesis.
Okay, the first one that you could buy commercially and that was like readily available for everybody and it was easy.
And people people gave a shit about.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
Yeah, but I agree.
All right, the SNES Classic. So I'm gonna argue that SNES Classic is not as high as the NES Classic, and I think that's because they fucking shot their shot and they went way too far with it, which is that...
Wasn't this one overpriced?
Ooh, I was about to say. It came with 21 games, one of which was exclusive to it because it was the
Star Fox,
Star
right?
Fox 2. It cost $80.
Yeah.
In comparison to the NES's 60.
Yeah, at best,
so
I would
21 games for 80, that's essentially
I would say it's a high
C.
It's a high C tier at best.
Yeah, I think it's almost a butt wide, but it's not. It's because it makes sense. It's like you released the NES Classic, everyone loved it.
I would say it's a high C tier just because
high C because
you took.
I mean, at least it's better than the freaking PlayStation Classic.
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation.
No, that's
nowhere near as good as the Genesis minis.
Yeah. That one was definitely could be argued about, but why PlayStation or just a fuck for
us. So I think it's top of C.
Yeah, did I not put it there? Oh.
No, that's okay. God, you have to move the other one to the right. There.
Son of a mother.
Yeah, the way it works on tier list is that you can't move the one on the far left.
Far left.
Yeah, far left. You have to move. You can't move it past the far left.
Because they want you to
GOAT. One of the best freaking consoles ever. The Wii.
You cannot say anything but S. I'm sorry.
It's the high tier S above the SNES.
Oh,
What?
Well, okay, hold your horses, motherfucker.
What's the one next to it? Is that the one without?
That was the mini.
No, the mini is the red one.
Yeah, the mini's the red one.
Well, they were both minis.
No, because isn't one? Because there's one of the Wii's that they took away the GameCube support.
Yeah, that's the mini. The mini.
I thought there was two. Because remember they had the black Wii.
Well, look at this one. The Wii remote is the exact same size.
The black one's just a color.
Hang on.
It wasn't different.
No, because they took away of the base Wii. They took away the GameCube support. Besides on the mini.
Really?
Yes.
The fuck?
Yes.
Pretty sure this one's the mini.
The mini.
So.
No, the red one. The red one is the mini.
Right.
Variants and bundles.
I think you're right actually about that. Yes. But
there was two variants of the Wii.
Regular Wii.
There was the one that could play.
Let's be honest.
And the one that couldn't.
So many people into casual gamers, like Wii Sports, Brawl. So many good things.
Okay, so there was. I'm looking at it. There was a cost-reduced model.
That took away the GameCube.
cost-reduced variant of the Wii was released late into the platform's lifespan that removed the GameCube controller ports.
Correct.
Yes.
So
that's the second one.
Yes, that's the second one.
And then the third one
was the mini.
Is the mini.
Is the mini. The one that
I knew someone with the mini.
The one that doesn't even have internet.
Why would they remove the...
To make it cheaper.
To make it cheaper.
To be fair, the internet on the regular Wii wasn't the best.
It wasn't, but you still have the eShop.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how much fucking porn I watched on that shit?
There's actually
you can bleep that out. No, I didn't.
I ain't bleeping crap.
No, funny enough, that was actually done a lot on the Wii.
I was gonna say
that was done a lot on the Wii.
I don't think I ever thought about doing that, but okay.
They had a different browser than most computers.
Yes, bro.
It's like you can just do whatever you want.
I literally go Pornhub on that, and then that was it.
So fucking funny.
There's a lot of people that.
Yeah, bro, that was kind of normal.
So if
I used to do that.
The classic Wii.
I think the classic original Wii. It's definitely S, but where in S? That's my
I honestly think it's the top tier, especially since it also first introduced the eShop, so you can buy original.
No. The DSi introduced the
DSi,
yeah.
Well, I mean for consoles, but yeah.
And also back then it wasn't called the eShop; it was called the Wii Shop.
It had the virtual console.
That too, it did have the virtual console. The original Wii. It's definitely S. Is it higher than any of the classics?
I think so.
I think it's better. I think it's better than the 3DS.
The original 3DS.
Yeah, for its time, for what it did.
But
now,
not
is it better
NES or the Super Nintendo?
No.
I would almost argue that I love that Super Nintendo to death.
Dude, you literally had the photo decoration photo right there.
I love the Super Nintendo to death,
bro.
But
your high school photo.
I would say that the Wii.
Right,
I can argue that the Super Nintendo can outbeat the Wii, but the Wii can outbeat the NES.
So you think it's right between the two?
Yes.
I think
there's arguments to be made of that the Super Nintendo can outbeat the Wii, but I'll die on the hill that the Wii definitely was better than the NES.
All right.
Would it be better than the Super Nintendo? That's a hard.
Yeah, but the thing has a big. Yeah, but the Nintendo has a bigger impact.
There's
no way
it can actually be argued that the Wii has a bigger impact than the NES because the NES, yes, it saved gaming as a whole. The Wii made it so people who did not play video games played video games, which is why Wii Sports is the best-selling video game ever that's not a multi-platform game.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say it's...
And people are like, it's because it's bundled with Wii. It's
like, I say
you can say your downsides are the waggle on certain controls, but not every game had that.
Well, they also made it better later.
I was going to say, the majority of Wii games
the Wii Plus.
Yeah.
The Wii Remote Plus.
They made it better later.
That was for the Wii Sports Resort. You had to buy that bottom $30 thing in the bottom of it.
Or you could just get a Wii Remote that had it built in.
That was also
you had to buy it later, yeah.
I had all three. I had the original Wii Remotes, I had the little dongle thing you attach to it, and then I think for the Skyward Sword version, I had
I did too. I had that as well.
I say it's above the 3DS. That's it.
So you don't think it goes above the NES? Okay. How many think it should go above the NES?
Nah.
I think it should go above the SNES.
Yeah. I think it... No.
Whoa.
No, because I have a different answer for what should.
That's hard. That's harder to
I'm just saying that because you could get SNES games on the Wii.
Again, I don't think
you want.
But that also is hyping. That's also hyping up the Super Nintendo even more. That the fact.
I was just saying, by that logic, the Wii U is an S tier, and it's fucking not. It's fucking not. So I think the Wii is right between the two classic consoles.
All right,
I think that's fair.
Damn.
Now the Wii without the GameCube ports.
Why?
I don't think it's quite above.
No.
But it's definitely like
a C, maybe.
It's like, why would they?
No, the
it's
Wii Minis in, but why?
Yeah, the Minis.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
How
high in the but? I'll put it right here.
I think sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
At least the 3DS XL was like a functional console. The Mini's like.
And the Micros is absolutely pointless.
Yeah. So this one I would say maybe low C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's fair because it's like it's just to save money, and then you don't. You know what? My only argument against putting it higher is that like not everybody uses the GameCube ports, and if that's the only difference,
I didn't have a GameCube, so I literally bought GameCube games to play on my Wii.
Bad of a difference.
Okay, so put it B. I say low B.
Okay, I think. Okay, so you can basically say it's like getting the DSi compared to the regular DS.
Yeah.
No,
you're just not getting the backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Now the Wii U.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I don't think it's in for fuck's sake, to be honest with you.
No.
I want to say
it is actually a fun console.
I think it's bottom of C, which sucks.
I would say it's either bottom of C or the highest of but why Nintendo.
It's not about why.
No, because you can play DS games on this thing.
No,
DS games on your TV.
I'm not arguing because virtual console.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to argue the fact that we're skipping ahead a little bit, for the Switch's first year or 2 years of existence, all of their best-selling games were re-releases of Wii U games because the library of the Wii U is fucking spectacular. It's just nobody fucking had one. We made this argument in a different video, but the best-selling Wii U game was Mario Kart 8, which sold I think 10 million, 20 million consoles or copies. They fucking re-released it on the Switch. It sold 80 million. It's insane.
And I also think if Nintendo did better marketing of saying that the Wii U was a whole separate console,
it should not have been called the Wii U. It should not have been called the Wii U.
Because you would not believe how many motherfucking times in Best Buy that people would come and buy a Wii U game expecting it to play on the Wii U, and I say no, it doesn't work, or they would go hey, can I play Wii U games on Wii? I'm like no, it's not an accessory. It is a brand new console.
Because the other problem is they designed it exactly the same. It uses the same controllers from the Wii, other than the gamepad, and visually it looks identical. It's rounded.
Well, no,
it
it's
looks
also
almost the same.
It's Nintendo's first dab into HD.
Yeah, well that too. It's fun. If games alone, it's amazing. But as a console, as a selling thing,
they fucked up.
It's C.
They fucked up.
It's C.
But where in C?
I think unfortunately it's the bottom of C. Because at least all the other ones in C, they had a reason to exist, and they're okay, it makes sense, it's fun,
Is this the OG Switch?
Oh, this is the
top.
This
is the original
Switch.
Switch.
This is the top of S. I will take no arguments.
Wait,
it is literally the top of S.
Yeah, but that one has so many problems, bro.
The original Switch?
Yes.
The original Switch is the best-selling console Nintendo's ever made.
What problems did it have? You can't say drift, because every motherfucking console has that.
Yeah. No, that shit had a lot of problems. Didn't that shit I swear
what?
The original Switch?
Yes. I've had no problems.
Day one Switch had what's the it kept dying. I always see the screens breaking and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you mean when they were bending or something like that? I never had that.
No. I think if you take, how about this? Would you use the argument of the Red Ring of Death on the 360 to put it super low?
No. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Even though the 360
I thought it
best game
I bought the 360 4 times. You can suck my left and the right.
Fine, that's fine.
Dude, I got the Red Ring, turned it into Microsoft, and they gave it back with it fixed and a better fan to work.
I had the Red Ring once.
Dude, I had it 3 times.
My point of the argument was supposed to be that yes, the Red Ring of Death was awful.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it against.
Still sold better than any other Xbox ever.
Yes,
and
because everybody's buying it again.
It had the best fucking games on it.
No, bro, that shit robbed me. Microsoft robbed my ass.
See, the thing is, I wanted I think the Switch. I mean, besides drift, every fucking console has drift.
Yeah, it has drift. Yeah.
No, I can't think of. I mean, wasn't there one of the Switches though that
something was wrong.
The day one Switch was the
best. Don't forget, guys,
the screen got scratched. Was that the Switch 2?
Right here.
Oh, I know.
No.
Which Switch had problems where the screen was getting scratched?
The light.
Oh no, I take care of my shit.
I think it was
either the light or the
OLED.
The OLED, yeah.
Yeah, one of them had problems where the screen was getting scratched.
I think though that for the impact and for everything it did.
What's that one?
That's the light.
Yeah.
There is no Switch 2.
I realized that was the OLED, so
yeah. There is no Switch 2 on this list because this list was probably made before it came out.
Yeah.
But no,
No,
I
the
think
Switch
is top of S.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only thing better than the original Super Nintendo.
Yeah, so the day one Switch had dock issues, draining power very fast. Consoles wouldn't even wake up. Connectivity glitches.
And it's still sold better than any fucking console.
There's no different... Okay, I wish there was... Because the thing they released like a year later...
Oh, like a slightly updated version. How about this? If there is no alternative version on the list, you count all of them that are that
all in one.
segment.
Okay, yeah.
So this is the original Switch and the same looking Switch.
So the thing about the light though, is they literally just took away the whole thing of the Switch. It's not a Switch anymore.
It's just a super long Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, not even a 3D.
You can't connect it to the TV, so I would rate that pretty low.
And that shit was like 480p, wasn't it? Like on the screen?
No, well, it was still the same.
720?
It was the same deal. It was the same visual quality.
I would actually put this underneath the 2DS.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
It makes sense for what it was going for, which is like it's kids playing it. It's people that are like, I don't need it to connect to my TV. So
yeah, they're not gonna play it.
Turned it into a handheld console again.
Yeah, and it's still functional completely with all the other ones. So it's like, okay, that's fair. Now,
but it does take away the aspect of the Switch.
It does. Now the OLED. Do we think it was worth them making an upgrade mid-generation?
No.
Yeah, that's why I never thought about getting an OLED. Because that's the other thing. The upgrade is literally just the screen on the Switch itself.
It
only matters.
Didn't this one have an Ethernet port or no?
It might have.
If it did, you would have gotten it, I think.
Huh? No, not for the price jump. No.
Why does the wiki only go up to the...
I think the OLED should go lower than the light.
Oh no, hybrid. There we go.
Because that alone though is great just because it did have an Ethernet port. I don't know why the fucking original Switch didn't have one.
The OLED model released in 2021 made several adjustments, improvements to the original, including an improved kickstand, a larger OLED screen, and more storage, 64 gigs instead of 32. That's it.
Didn't have an Ethernet port?
It didn't. It's not written there. It might, but it's not written on what I'm looking at.
Fucking just ask. It was like ask Google if they have an Ethernet port.
I'm looking. Hang on.
Because I think it had an Ethernet port.
Wait, what?
The OLED Switch. Didn't that have an Ethernet port?
I have no idea.
No. Oh yeah, it did. I bought it because I bought the Tears of the Kingdom Switch. OLED version.
Yeah,
it had it.
I'm pretty sure it had an Ethernet.
Yeah, it had an Ethernet cable in it because I remember I wanted to play Smash Online and the shit sucked. So it had the Ethernet cord. The original Switch did not have that. So it had
the original Switch. I don't know why they didn't put a fucking Ethernet port.
Yeah, but the OLED did. I remember.
Models. There we go. The OLED model. Better display. Storage.
It actually had
its audio function. Wider adjustable tabletop. Oh. The unit ships with a new dock that includes a wired LAN port. Yeah. So it did have an Ethernet port.
Yeah, so that made it slightly better.
Or is this worse than the
I almost say but why, but there is some improvements. And if you are a person that only plays a handheld, it's the best version.
Dude, it really is. Yeah, it really is nice.
So, but is it...
Well, here's the thing. It's only $50 above. It's not even a giant jump.
It's not, but to me, that's almost the same as why don't I just wait for the Switch 2?
Well, here's the thing, because you didn't know.
You didn't know at the time.
We did not know. But we did.
I was just saying, the Switch came out in 2017. That came out in 2021.
That's still
literally right in the middle.
That's 4 years later. So that's exact. I bought that OLED one, and I'm like, okay, I don't know when the Switch 2 is gonna come out.
God,
when I bought
years ago,
the Switch 2 came out 2025?
It came out last year. Yeah. Exactly.
So four years.
It's a 4-year gap. Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
And
so literally the middle.
So here's the thing. So not only that, it's bigger. Yeah. It has a better screen.
Because if anything, I would say it's better than the Wii U.
And not only that, it had a better battery life. It had a better portable battery life.
Because it's still a Switch at the end of the day.
And it had an argument though is, do we think it's on par or in S with the original Switch?
No.
No.
Okay, so then where are we putting it based off of?
I just say put it in A or B. High
maybe
B.
Low A or something like
that? I say low A, high
B. Maybe above the SP, below the DSi.
Because the thing is, it's only $50 more. And you get such a giant improvement.
Do we feel like this is fair?
I like the Ethernet port, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Ethernet
port? Fair, or should it be above the DS's?
No.
The DS's were just grand old times.
All right.
Yeah.
Besides the original.
I'm not taking an OLED to freaking anywhere other than probably around my house.
Well, the OLED you get you get a bigger screen. You get the OLED screen. You get a better battery life, and then you get an Ethernet port, and it's only $50 more.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a fair.
See,
spot.
if I didn't have a Switch, already,
if you didn't have one,
I would have got the OLED
Yeah,
for $50 more, just because of the fact that I had an Ethernet port.
Yeah.
Dude, I paid $450 for mine, and you know why? Because I wanted the Tears of the Kingdom version of it.
You got a special edition.
I got a special edition.
I would only buy it just because it had Ethernet. Because at the time I had an OLED TV, so I give a fuck about the OLED part.
That's fair.
But
that's fair.
But
you were making jokes when we were playing Pokemon that we're now playing on an OLED because my TV's OLED.
Yeah.
Dude, an OLED is really, really game. Which I'm sad that Switch U did not have an OLED. Like dude, I wish it did.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say you probably have to edit this, but I think for the sake of completion, we should just pretend that the NES Japan is actually the Switch 2. Where do we put the Switch 2? And then you can just edit.
Oh no, I'm gonna do that with the DVD player. Fucking.
Well, whatever you want to edit it with, but we should put the Switch 2 somewhere.
All right.
So
it's too soon to judge.
I feel like it's too soon to really rate that.
It is, but we gotta be complete to this point, and if we just ignore it entirely.
Well, we've only had it for a year.
Yeah.
Now, for the year that it's been out, it's been doing great.
Yeah.
But also, you have to...
It's also been selling a fuck ton.
You have to remember that some of these consoles sold fine...
And then they dropped off, yeah.
And
well, I'm not necessarily just saying on sales either. I'm saying,
look at
think it's...
Like, look at the 3DS, for example.
Yeah.
3DS sold amazing at first, and then shit the bed later down the road.
Oh, the 3DS? Yeah. That's fair.
So, for all we know, in 4 or 5 years, the Switch 2 could shit the bed.
Oh, I don't think it's going to last as long as the Switch 1. I don't think, timeline-wise it's going to last as long, but do we think quality of the console, it is... Where do we think it's...
I think it's with the Switch.
Really? All the way in S?
At this point, it's practically the same thing.
But I don't think...
If it's above the Switch.
Okay, it's a literal straight improvement, but, for example, we put the Game Boy Color below the original Game Boy.
Well, here's the thing. Between the Switch and Switch 2, this is the same argument between Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah.
Because
so you think it's that way?
The Switch 2 took everything that the Switch 1, but improved everything.
Dude, it literally has
you up the storage, you up the battery, you up the screen, you gave it an Ethernet port,
you gave it GameCube compatibility.
You mean for the version? They fixed the whole what's it called? The Joy-Cons. Now they're magnetic.
They're magnetic.
They're magnetic. Which already, I have had to take a couple of my things on and off to play with my daughter, just to snap them off and then just to magnetically snap them is amazing. For snapping them on from the other one.
Yeah.
It literally took everything from the Switch 1 and made it better.
And not only that, a lot of PlayStation 5 games or PC games, they are on the Switch too already.
Yeah, it's actually compatible. That's Nintendo's MO, which is they're always a console late, but their consoles come out earlier.
Yeah,
so they eventually catch up.
No, Resident Evil Requiem was on the Switch too.
But it's cloud.
That's what I'm saying. Is it
cloud?
No, it's not cloud. It's download. It's download.
I was going to say, technically the Switch 2 is the next generation, but it's out at the same time as the previous generation. So I know. Theoretically, it should be quote unquote on par with what a PS6 or Xbox Next would be.
Yeah, but it's not. When those come out, it's gonna be behind it.
Yeah, behind. So that's their gimmick, though. Is they're our console always comes out earlier, so that we can catch up to play the new.
But then when the next console comes, we're behind.
They were behind it.
Yeah.
So for the time being, yes, it is on par with current games now.
Yeah, literally. No, it's on par. It's literally playing PS5 games, Xbox games,
which is also crazy because it's a handheld. It's by
Dude,
definition.
Resident Evil Requiem, literally, that's a new game that came out this year, and that game is on the Switch too, and it plays and it looks great.
Yeah,
which is I'm shocked.
So, do we think all of that puts it in the same place as the Switch?
But here's the thing: we got to count of how many games actually came for the Switch 2 exclusive, and I don't think that was that many.
I was gonna say this: we haven't really been talking about exclusives.
You have Bonanza.
Wait.
We haven't been talking about exclusives this whole time, bro.
If you put the game library, it doesn't have enough. It's only been out for a year.
Yeah,
and the only games that that just obviously you can't play on, I guess, Switch 1. You have Bonanza,
Metroid Prime.
No, Metroid Prime.
No, Metroid Prime's on the Switch 1. Yeah,
it's literally Mario Kart World, Bonanza.
A few of the
Resident Evil. Oh no, not it. No,
a couple. For first party.
Yeah, first party. No, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah.
Star
Fox.
And
Star Fox.
That's not out yet, though.
Not out yet, but also you're right.
And we don't know if it's gonna be good or bad.
Pokemon Pokopia.
Yeah.
Those are the big three that are
three.
You can't play it on.
Those are the big three.
Are the new Pokemon games coming out only Switch 2?
I think
Yes. They will be Switch 2 only.
But again, those aren't out yet, so we don't know.
So based on
Pokemon Air Ride. Oh, sorry. Kirby Air Riders.
Yeah, Riders. Yeah, I forgot about Riders.
Yeah, Air Riders.
I think
it's not that many first-party games.
I think it's too soon.
Mario Tennis Fever.
If we had another tier, we would put that in hopeful thinking or something like that.
Yeah, it's too early to judge the Switch 2.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's too early. Yeah.
I was gonna say, based on what we currently have, I'm at least putting it super high A tier. Just because, quality-wise it's there, but we just don't know whether or not they're going to put the games there.
I would put it on par with the Switch 1 because it's at this point it's
not
just a Switch 1 Plus.
Well, no.
No, that's what I'm saying.
As someone who owns a Switch 2, I don't think it's that hasn't hit that milestone.
No, I'm just saying it's like a mirror thing. It's pretty much the same thing. If it was in a few years, it will branch off either up or down.
Well, that's why it can't be the same tier because we don't know if it's going to go up or down.
Yeah.
That's why I thought wishful thinking.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I think.
Let us move.
Is there anything that we think needs to be shifted around slightly, or do we think this is pretty good?
I think this is pretty good. Now let's
wait
move.
on the top. Okay, that's the 3DS, and then the 3DS what?
XL.
The original 3DS XL.
We've gone past that, man.
It had a bit. It makes it slightly better because it also had a bigger battery.
Yeah, bigger battery, and it
exclusive
super
games.
Crazy expensive.
No, that you're thinking of the new 3DS.
Yeah, the only thing right below it is the 3DSs,
which is the new 3DS. Thing. The only reason why it's there is because the only reason why it's there, not up in S tier, is because it didn't have a charger.
Yeah. So because otherwise it would also be an S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which you know what? If we're going just by individual consoles, that means our top ones are Switch 1, Super Nintendo, Wii, NES, the 3DS as a whole. That's our top 5, and then GameCube, N64, DS as a whole. And then
the Game Boys,
Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy. That's our top 10, which I think is fair.
Yeah, no,
I think that's a good list in that order.
All right, so now we're moving on to the Japanese.
Oh no, I left those there because we don't know anything about them.
We don't know anything about them.
Well, I know enough about the original Famicom.
I mean, sure, but we don't.
Yeah, so I guess that's
we've never actually played them. Yes, we know about.
I love though that we know that Virtual Boy is in its own by itself, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's because it's the only one where it's not a but why.
I played it. I had it. So
yeah, but
did you enjoy yourself?
No, I didn't, bro. I couldn't see it. It was all red. It's literally all red. I bought that shit out of swap meet. That shit was red.
Yeah, I think this is entirely.
Every single one of the but whys is definitely I want to say it's just shit, but it's one of those where but why Nintendo?
Yeah, because for example, I think that the Wii U is probably worse than the 2DS XL or that, but it's not about why. It makes perfect sense why they did it, but that's why it's at the bottom of the C instead of but why. You know, but why is almost like a
the Game Boy Pockets. They're literally just Game & Watches, but for Pokemon.
But why?
Yeah, but why?
The Game & Watch anniversary things. I mean, I understood why they did it. It was an anniversary thing, and they wanted to bring back the concept of Game & Watch, but it's too pricey.
Honestly,
it was pricey as shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say honestly, I wouldn't have put it on this list. I would have just put it as its own.
Again, we didn't make this list.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying.
This was someone else's made. We just changed the tier names.
Yeah.
But overall, when you look at Nintendo as a whole, it was so dang good. So many positives, few negatives.
Yeah. If you're just going by consoles as a whole, it's definitely skewed very much into S and A. The only things we have in B and C or below are really different versions of other consoles, because everything in B is just a different version of a console that already exists. And then C is the Wii U, the Game & Watch, and the color TV game.
I mean, the color was technically its own thing, not it wasn't.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but everything in B and C is just a reissue of a different console that already exists.
Besides the Wii U.
No, right, besides the Wii U. And then I was also going to say Game & Watch and Color TV, because those are also technically their own releases, and they were their own games. And then the only thing in F is the Virtual Boy. So that's, 3 consoles that are below A tier?
Well, Nintendo
when you
probably,
really think about it?
if you really think of Nintendo's consoles, they probably actually do really well with consoles. The only one that really badly shit the bed was the Wii U. They really badly shit the bed there.
And the Virtual Console doesn't even really count. That barely even existed as a console.
No.
Yeah. So the only one that really was terrible, sales-wise, and it just fell off.
Wii U?
Yeah. Because the rest of them was pretty good.
Yeah, what matters to Nintendo is not only
Sales.
just
I was about to say innovation.
Yeah.
And trying to make sure something is fun.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing.
Dude, also like
to
the Wii,
Nintendo.
remember like the Wii commercials, like we would like to play.
Oh god,
Like-
I think
like-
about those commercials all
With
the
the
time.
smart cars.
Yeah. So like that's god tier, like advertising.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And they just showed a bunch of people that were like small children
And-
literally grandmas playing Wii Sports.
And then
Yeah,
you had the
sold
Wii U, which reason why also shitty marketing. They had the same fucking commercials,
Yeah.
but for the goddamn Wii U.
Yeah,
so
I was like, we would
everybody,
like to play with you, and it's like,
yeah. So
no.
everybody thought that it was probably an accessory to the Wii.
Yep.
And it's like, why is this
I
accessory
do
$200?
remember the very first time we saw it, people literally thought it was.
Yo, I thought it was. Yeah, I
Nobody
thought
was
it
like,
was.
"What do you
Yeah.
mean? It's a new system."
In Best Buy, tons of people thought that. Like tons of people, you have the Wii U and they had the Wii. There was tons of people that I would purposely, just because I wanted to make a higher sale, told them, "Why are you getting a Wii? Just get the Wii U because it could play Wii games." And
Which is true, though.
And a lot of people thought, "Well, why would I buy a Wii U?" They thought it was an accessory, so they're thinking, "Why are you trying to sell me this accessory when I want to buy the Wii?" I'm like, "Because it's not a fucking accessory. It is a new console."
Yeah. Its other big downfall is just the fact that, like, yeah, it was the next generation forward, and you could play everything that the Wii could. But also, if you wanted to play, like, people have a Wii, it's like, guess what? You get to play GameCube games too. You don't get to play GameCube games on fucking Wii.
No.
Yeah. Until fucking very, very late in its life, they added some to the Virtual Console, which was crazy to me that they were fucking. Oh, sorry, no, not GameCube. It was Wii.
Yeah,
they had
the
fucking
Wii,
Wii
yeah, it was
Virtual
Wii.
Console games on the Wii U. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, and you're like,
It was
"But
weird,
why?"
yeah.
Like, but why?
Yeah.
What- I could play Wii games
They
on
kept
my
skipping GameCube, and it's because the fucking GameCube had the stupid pressure-sensitive triggers, so they couldn't mimic it on all the other controllers. Until eventually they figured out the Switch 2. They're like, fuck it, we'll just throw it out in there. All right.
No, that's right.
I'd say this is a pretty solid list. Yeah, we're not going to touch the Japanese consoles because, again, we don't really know much about them other than maybe a gimmick here or there. Like with the original Famicom, it had a microphone in like the controllers.
I mean, I personally think that, like, because that's the only one that's on there that's a different version that came out before the American one.
Yeah.
Because and the Super Nintendo. But the other two, like the fucking Game Boy Light and the Panasonic GameCube, like those are just alternate versions.
You know,
so I would have put those low anyways if we had them. And then for the regular Famicom and the Super Famicom, they're probably just on par. Honestly.
You know, it'd be a fun list to make. Actually, is speaking of Nintendo, is you take all the game franchises that are in Smash Ultimate and then rate them. The franchises as a whole.
The franchises?
So like
That's
Mario,
a lot of games.
That's a lot. I don't think I can't rate freaking.
It's not as many as you think it is. Because there's what, 80, 90
only
characters?
80? Only
but
80?
there are many that share the same franchise.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
like there's like
you have
10 Mario characters.
So you have
that
So you have the Mario franchise, then you have like the Wario franchise.
I can't rate
That's
freaking
too
Fire
much.
Emblem. We need Blake for that shit.
That's right.
I think-
For that one, we could just put a tier that says haven't played.
That is true.
Well, haven't played enough.
Haven't played enough.
Oh,
To
that's
judge
true.
the
Yeah.
Because I do
because-
have one or two Fire Emblem games.
I was gonna say I only played like 2 of
You
them.
know, but you could take all the franchises, and we're including third party. You can include third parties if you want to,
Yeah.
and you just rate them as a whole. Like which franchises which one do you think are like super S tier? Which one do you think as a whole are like? They're like, They're
Yeah,
like,
but
okay.
we're definitely gonna fight on that.
Oh, that's why it's fun.
We also gotta figure out how we.
Well, you
break
know,
it down
some people are
because-
just dumb, like Rojo with the Metroid series, but you know.
No, you know how you break down the franchises? It's real easy. Every character that has their own unique symbol is its own franchise.
Yeah.
For
exactly.
example, all the Mario characters that
By
have
that
mushroom-
logic, then Yoshi has his own franchise.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it does,
Because
yeah.
Yoshi's
Alright.
Story, Yoshi Woolly World, Yoshi Crafted,
Literally,
Yoshi
a literally
World
new
game.
one. A literally new one that just came out too.
Yeah. Because that would be fun.
Diddy Kong for Diddy Kong Racing.
Well, no, Diddy Kong. I mean,
Diddy
they're
Kong's
taking
part
ahead-
of the DK franchise.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
DK
yeah,
franchise.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's some of them that obviously just had one off, like say fucking Omar with Pikmin, but like.
But he has 4 games.
Right. Well,
Four
no,
games.
he has 5
4
games.
Fuck you, it's 4 games.
He has 5 games, and
It's
one of them,
lies!
and one of them was just shit.
Could you imagine if you tried to make a tier list of like, okay, let's average every single title's like score on like fucking game in sorter.
That's a lot of games.
Right, but like if you
Probably
average
could.
the scores, you get something like fucking Pikmin where it's like, okay, we got like A tier, A, like 90, 90, 90, 90, 50 for fucking A Pikmin.
Wait, we could easily do one like the greatest games of all time.
We could. There's lists like that. They're like games that are considered the greatest, and then we can argue if we think they're
That one's an easy one.
Well, let's hope that this one works.
Yeah. Give it a go.
And like,
if it doesn't, then we save it for the memories.
Yeah. Like, I think this will work.
we know
I'm hoping it's still been recording. It says it's still recording. So.
I was gonna say save the image so we have it.
Alright.
In case this didn't record.
Screenshot.
Well, I mean, there's literally a
Screenshot.
Oh, that works too.
Alright. Thank you guys for joining us on our first tier. I mean, maybe after we're done recording this, we'll make another one.
Yeah, we might.
And spend over an hour on that one too.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
Man, I'm glad we didn't do one of the ones that had like 46 images.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah, if there's like a specific tier list you guys want us to do, let us know in the comments below.
Yay.
But for now, hopefully you enjoyed us freaking rambling about Nintendo consoles.
I mean, the one that we could probably do next, that's now super light, you could do all the PlayStations.
I was literally just about to say that. Oh, you mean all 5, 6, 7?
I mean, there's
other versions.
Yeah,
he's gonna count like PlayStation Now or PlayStation Home.
No, PlayStation Now.
PlayStation 2
PlayStation
Slim,
I.
PlayStation 2 Slim, the PlayStation 3
Well, they did
Slim,
the same shit with
PlayStation
that.
4. Yeah, I was just
That is true.
No, what was the What was the PlayStation that was supported like Vita games and shit?
That was Home.
Was it PlayStation?
Was it Home or Now? It's one of those.
Oh,
No,
you're talking about like the screen you could buy that hooked up with their games.
That's Portal.
No, it was
portable?
a little thing that was probably like this big.
Yeah, that's called PlayStation Now.
No.